What is going on, guys? Scotty Sparks here, coach of the London Luxray, and bringing you my second week of playoffs. We did not win the first week, 0-1. That's how we started last season, but we did get, I guess, one. The guy forfeited the first match, but we did beat someone else, so technically knocked out two people. And let's hope we can at least just take it. No, sorry, I don't know where I was going there, but it's elimination time. Every match matters now, and let's go undefeated for the rest of the season. So I'll pop up what. So yeah, so since it's a do or die match, here's the research I've been doing. Here are every mon he brought except against me. The amount of times he brought them on, the items I saw on them on, the moves I saw on them on, and this is the one he brought against me. So that's what she showed against me, and this is what he didn't show against me, which totals up for this to be his squad now. So he's brought Kartana 13 battles, Volcarona 12, Pidgeot 12, Haxorus 10, Delmise 12, and the rest just a random. So going off this, if I had to predict his team, did I bring that? It was this, I think. I think this would be what I was predicting his team would be, and for some reason it's not working. Is it 3? That's only 5 of them. Maybe if I try to technical difficulties. There we go. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking his team's looking like. Just because I don't have any fairy types, I feel he might just run Dragonium Rizzy, unless there's a specific mon he wants to take out for Haxorus. Delmise is his only rapid spinner. He's got a lot of birds that could like defog, but they're taking 25 minimum from rocks if they do. I really don't know what he's gonna run, but I feel like he has run Night Slash, or no, he has not run Night Slash, which means that makes me have an idea of what I want to use to check him. His Kartana. Delmise has just been the same, but it's been like an offensive rapid spinner kind of Delmise. Zoroark, he doesn't have anymore, I don't think. Talonflame he still has, but I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. Now that its ability is nerfed, it's still speedy. So yeah, that's just all this, if you want to look through that. He also has Archops, and it doesn't seem like he will bring it, especially since it does not take a hit from Pinsir at all, but it can kill Pinsir very easily. But he has Manectric, which he could Scarf. So I'm just kind of looking through his team and trying to figure out what he has on his team that will be good against me and what he might bring. So knowing that, I'm pretty sure 3 or 4 of his mons will be Kartana, Volcarona, Pidgeot, Haxorus, and Delmise. He's bringing at least 3 of those 5, just based off the way he's played and all that. The odds that he doesn't are slim. That's what he brought against me. So here I'll slowly get my team. This is something interesting too. He's brought Toucannon twice and led it both times. He's brought Rhydon twice and once led it once. He's also led Manectric 1 of 5, Kartana 3 of 13, Delmise and Volcarona both 2 of 12. So if he's bringing Volcarona, or not Volcarona, if he's bringing Toucannon or Rhydon in this match, I'm expecting he'll probably lead it. That's just based off statistics, which I like to roll with statistics. So, but without further ado, here is the team. We didn't bring Comet or Anakin last game. I don't regret not bringing them, even though Comet I feel would be a very good check to Reuniclus, which I should have brought. If I play Alex again, I might. I don't know. I feel like he could have done something. Reenaclus was something that killed me. I'm not gonna talk about that game anymore though. So, so Liberty. First things first. Mega Pidgeot. He got 2 kills against me in his win. Oh yeah, that's something I want to talk about. This is my second loss of the season. Came from him, and I was really hoping to face him again. At least I'd have to be in playoffs, and this is my shot. It sucks it's in the losing bracket, but I don't feel I played the best I could have played. I felt my team was good. I just didn't play the best, and because of that, I feel like this is the there's a time I better not lose. I'll just say that I better not lose. Like, I'll be very upset. Like, this is my. I don't want to go 0-2 against someone and lose the playoffs because of that. But this is my Pidgeot. He sniped Pidgeot from me 2 spots ahead, which is okay because Mega Pincers quickly became one of my favorite Megas to use. I needed something to take a Pidgeot hit. That beast is powerful. He has run Toxic on it. He runs U-turn. His Pidgeot will have Hurricane, Heat Wave, U-turn, maybe Roost, maybe something. But Spadef Bronzong with Heatproof means that I can check it pretty well. It also means that if he switches in Volcarona as his dedicated switch-in and goes to Quiver Dance, I can Rock Tomb. The idea is Stealth Rocks, then Rock Tomb, and I can keep Volcarona at a neutral speed, and I can do enough damage to it that Anakin can revenge kill it with a quick attack, which is the main point. Like, Volcarona chewed a hole through my team, and I still probably could have won that match with Pinsir doing so much work, but it just knocked out like 2 or 3 of my mons right off the bat last game. So Reflect, just because I can check Volcarona really well, I can check Pidgeot really well. The thing is, Mienshao Haxorus, Talonflame, Delmise, Toucanon, Rhydon. He's got a lot of physical attackers. And Kartana, that too. But he's got a lot of physical attackers that I feel Reflect is the better of the moves. Stealth Rocks, like, my plan is he brings Pidgeot in, this comes in, he U-turns on this, I throw off Rocks. If he goes Volcarona, I throw off Rock Tomb. If not, I figure out what to do. But that's basically, and with between this and Leftovers, I think he can do he'll do like 30 damage, 30% to me with an attack from Pidgeot, then maybe 10 with a U-turn. So that's 40. I'll regenerate 24 in Leftover recovery. So this thing will stay alive a long time, hopefully, against Pidgeot. Second Mon, Comet. Kartana, one of his big threats. Third in the kills this year, which is really surprising because it was pretty low at the halfway mark of the season. And then, like, the end of the season, Kartana just carried his team to a 7th place playoff spot. So this is something very threatening. Like I said, he has not run Night Slash. He's run a Life Orb or a Scarf Set. Swords Dance with he'll probably have Leaf Blade, probably have Smart Strike. He'll have Swords Dance or Psycho Cut or Secret Sword, I feel. He might not run Secret Sword just because fighting isn't really the best against my team. And Night Slash, I have 2 Psychic types and Spooks. So he might run it just to counter Spooks, but I believe I'm strong enough to take on a +2 Night Slash. Unless that's with a Colbur Berry. I'll do some Calcs. I might switch it to a Colbur Berry. But and I was debating Will-O-Wisp on this set, but Volcarona gets, like, this just invites in Volcarona again. So I felt like the Will-O-Wisp wouldn't be a good idea. Flamethrower would be able to kill Kartana, first of all. It would be able to break a Volcarona Sash, and then I'll see what Hidden Power Rock does. I think it does like 50%, or 60%, something like that. Doesn't do too much. Grassnot, because this also invites in Rhydon, even though I'm pretty sure he'll have Rhydon to check Anakin. But I'll get to that when I get there. I don't see anything else on his team that can take a hit from Pinsir. So basically, if I match up Pinsir against a non-Scarf Mon that isn't Kartana, Pidgeot, Talonflame, or actually that's 5 of his Mons. If I match up Pinsir against Delmise, then I'm almost certain he's switching out into Rhydon or something. Third Pokemon, Spooks. He brings Haxorus a lot. He does get Poison Jab on Haxorus, but this does wall it. And again, another thing that invites Volcarona in. So I felt Will-O-Wisp on this was better than on Comet. Protect allows me to scout for the Night Slash too. So I can switch this in on the Leaf Blade, and I can scout with the Protect to see what he wants to do, get some leftovers recovery, and worst case, he switches into something, and I Protect again. If he goes Volcarona, I'll show you my Volcarona switch in, but going back to here, again, this does invite in Volcarona. It is weak to some knockoff users on his team. Golisopod too. After his first impression, it's okay. But if he switches in Golisopod on this, I don't want to take a first impression. But like I said, Will-O-Wisp takes on a lot of his team. And then the Rock Slide, because I don't want him to... If he's low and he tries to Quiver Dance on me or something, this would kill it. I want to prevent a Quiver Dance as much as possible, especially if Anakin dies. You know what? I might actually switch Rock Slide for something else, because if he goes Volcarona on Spooks, he's clicking a Fire move or a Bug move. There's no reason not to. So that's something I might switch. Fourth Pokemon, bringing the Scarf Infernape again. I feel this one has Rock Slide because he's got a lot of birds, but I just feel that outspeeding his threats like Pidgeot, like Talonflame, and if I can get Rocks up and prevent him from getting priority Brave Birds, then this will be useful. What I can also do is hope he goes Brave Bird, have Johnny in, switch to something that can take the Brave Bird, and then if it dies, go back to Johnny. But or if he tries to Flare Blitz or something. But mainly Rock Slide, Thunder Punch, just because it also hits his birds, but it also hits Golisopod and Archops. So and it doesn't miss. So worst case, if I weaken his team enough that I can just rely on Electric instead of Rocks, then I'll do that. The speed there to outspeed Manectric Scarfed, which hits 339. I can't outspeed anything else on his. Nothing else on his team would be Scarfed other than Kartana, and I can take a hit from Kartana that's Scarfed, especially as long as it's not like a Psycho Cut. And Fire Punch is there mainly for Kartana and Delmise, because it might end up, and it's a stab move. I don't think fighting will be useful in this battle. I think from what I have here, I can take on a Rhydon. I can take on something else. Rhydon's the only one that would appreciate me having a close combat or something, but I feel confident in this moves. I might switch it just to make sure I have something to switch in for Rhydon, or see how much a Mega Horn does to Spooks. Oh, I can switch Rock Slide for Giga Drain. That's probably the better move, and I'll switch this around. So the idea here is I switch this in. If he clicks Mega Horn, he clicks Mega Horn. I probably survive. Rhydon's at base 40 speed. Spooks is at 50 something. I hit off a Giga Drain. I recover. Mega Horn's only 85% accurate, so it's not like the odds of him hitting 2 are still in his favor, but it's still close. It's close to a 50-50. Yeah, this is just for late game if I can get it, or if I can get some priority. If I can put this on first Kartana, if he goes if he Swords Dance up with Kartana, this is a good check to it. If he Quiver Dances up with Volcarona, I can take 1 Quiver Dance with this, but once it's 2, I'm too slow. This also takes on Toucannon, because he brings a King's Rock Toucannon. It also takes on, like I said, Talonflame. It takes on a lot of his team. Too bad it doesn't get Ice Punch. I'd probably pick Ice Punch over Thunder Punch. just so I can hit Haxorus and Delmise and stuff, but whatever. So this, half my team, and like 4 of my members, actually no, Pinsir doesn't. So the first 3 members invite in Volcarona, which means I need rocks up like as soon as possible, which means I'll probably lead Liberty. I'll look at his team and see what can take Liberty on, and if I have a switch into it. But Ice Beam, a lot of birds. I also put Icy Wind too, because Ice Beam, if I need the kill, I got Ice Beam. If I just need to slow his mons down, Icy Wind, because if I can reduce their speed by a third, Pinsir now becomes the fastest mon on the board. Yeah, and you'll see I didn't put max speed into Pinsir either. I'll explain why, but the Assault Vest here with the Mirror Coat, just in case Volcarona gets too powerful. Skull, cause you'll get the Spit F boost too, so I don't really want to. Actually, I don't know. Mirror Coat I might switch out for a different move, just because if he keeps Quiver Dancing up on me, that could be bad. And the whole idea is I need to weaken Volcarona to a certain health so that Pinsir can come in and just quick attack it. Quick attack does like 60 plus to it too, so I might switch Mirror Coat too, just because there's not really any special attackers other than Volcarona and Pidgeot that would require me to, and I'd rather just get off an Ice Beam or Scald. But yeah, mainly just max the Spit F out. The idea behind this match is just let him try to attack me and just do nothing, and then just slowly whittle his team down with stuff like Will-O-Wisp, stuff like Rocks. His team is very weak to Rocks too, so getting those up as soon as possible. And also, if he has Delmise out, I can bring in Spooks to get rid of the Rocks. I'm faster, so I can Will-O-Wisp Delmise if he goes for Shadow Claw after that, and then just Protect Stall him. So Spooks is also there as a hazard blocker, or a spin blocker. Finally, Anakin. This is I named this team builder Revenge of the Sith, because I lost last week. I lost against him in week 3. This is time for me to get some revenge for all these L's I'm taking lately. I'm on a 2-game losing streak too, which is not the best, but especially not for right off playoffs. But so here is interesting with this setup. I figured knock off quick attack return, just because I'll basically be clicking return most of the time. So I might get rid of knockoff for something better, but the idea is to get rid of that Eviolite on Rhydon, but Rhydon won't be that big of an issue. I'll see if there's a better move to take on Rhydon. There's Seismic Toss. There's Close Combat too. There's Bulldoze, but a lot of his stuff's... And I already checked, Hidden Power Water just doesn't work. Is there any... What if I substituted? That wouldn't be bad. Or I bulk up? Would Toxic be good? I'm going between Sub and Toxic. I don't want to lose health on Pinsir if I don't have to. So she goes in Rhydon. No, because Rhydon will have Rock Blast. So I think Toxic would be a better idea, but... Iron Defense could be interesting. Oh, Pinsir can get Stealth Rocks too. Is that something I want to do? I'm just trying to think. I think Rocks. Just because they're so important in this game. If Liberty should be able to get them out. I'm going to go in Close Combat. Yeah. I feel that's the best bet. It hits a lot of his team, hits right on. So yeah, that will be my squad. The reason I'm jolly is so I can outspeed Volcarona. So if he's unboosted, I can outspeed. I might make it Adamant. I might just switch him to Adamant and see what I have to outspeed. Maybe the Haxorus. I'll change it so that it outspeeds Haxorus just because I need to make sure I can hit it with a return since Haxorus doesn't have any priority. But that's the team, and let's hope we make it to the next round. I don't want to go 0-2 in playoffs like Jungle did last year. Not a fan of running the league and just getting swept in the playoffs, especially after Mark's comment. He said I was like the Leafs, overrated and out first in the playoffs. Strong comment, but we'll have to prove him wrong. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting match, challenging match for sure, as we are 0-1 against him. But let's try to change our fortune.